What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I want to talk about advanced fusions! Yes, you guys, I'm finally going to teach you what is that green level thing up at the top of the right side of the screen on fusions. Every Pokemon has that green C level. I think it's called chain level, but I've also heard it called combat level. Now, somebody said to me it was combat level. I read in the game somewhere it said chain level, but I have not been able to confirm which one of those is correct. I don't understand why chain level would make any sense, because it really is your combat power. You're able to give your Pokemon one more combat power on one of their white or gold attack spaces. So that is what that does. I'm going to show you in this video for proof that that's actually what that does. So what we have here is my common Emolga. You can only use common of the green metal thingies. I forget what they're called. You can only use the common ones on common Pokemon. You can only use the rare ones on rare Pokemon. You can only use the uncommons on uncommon Pokemon. You guys are seeing the trend here. So I have a lot of these common ones, but I don't have enough to get my Emolga up to the next level because it takes 30 of the common ones. The common ones take more than any of the other ones, and you're probably barely going to get them, so it'll be really a long time. The thing is, I don't play with any common Pokemon. I really don't care to use these whatsoever. I actually had to go to the materials exchange and exchange some of my materials just to find a common Pokemon that I was actually willing to upgrade. And I thought, you know, Emolga is actually really good. It's got that Volt Switch, and Volt Switch can allow you to switch to Pokemon, which is like having a Pokemon Switch plate in your hand. So it's actually a really good common Pokemon. So I was like, let me go ahead and upgrade that one then, because I wanted to use those common, I forget what they're called, they're metals or whatever they are, the points there. So now I've got an uncommon one. I was actually really lucky to pick up an uncommon one from a booster the other day. So I was like, yes, an uncommon one. I need a few more uncommon to get the my Staraptor up to the next level. I'm doing my Staraptor because in my previous tutorial I already started using them, and because I'm already close to a level up on that one, I'm just gonna finish it out and do the level up. But if I could change it, I would actually change it to one of my other rare Pokemon, like to my other uncommon Pokemon. But the Staraptor is actually really good. It's got an 80 attack, and I think that it's just fine. So here I've got my Salamence. That is a rare Pokemon, and I do have one rare, whatever it's called. I think it's in my my box or whatever. So I need to use up some. I need to basically get rid of some of these figures so I have room to go unlock everything in my message box. So right now my message box is full. If you guys watched my previous video, I did a massive spending spree, absolutely huge spending spree. So that's why I have all of these uncommon and rare figures that I don't want to use at all. I picked up a ton of them. I have no interest in using them, so I'm just doing fusions. And you can see I have a ton of coins right now, like a ridiculous amount of coins, because I've been doing some booster openings and saving up all the coins to do this fusion video. So that's actually why I saved up all the coins, just so I could show you guys all these fusions. Now this dude I just got, I have not even looked at him yet, so a couple of these guys I'll be looking at. I almost wish I wouldn't have traded him in, because I just realized that he is the evolution of Shuppet, and I was actually looking for that figure, and now I'm watching myself fuse it. No! I actually wanted that figure. I was lucky to unlock it. That's okay. Maybe I'll go buy it in the materials exchange. Shuppet can go through other figures. I've done a video about how OP the Shuppet figure is. So if you guys didn't see that video, check it out. And also, a couple days after I did my video, Trainer Tips did a video on the same subject. So, kind of cool. I actually did a video before Trainer Tips for once. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I figured out that tip on my own very early in the game, like the first day that I was playing the game. Somebody used Shuppet against me and went right through me, and I was like, how did that happen? And I looked at their figure, I looked at the ability, I was like, that is nuts. He took me by surprise. Obviously, I could take other people by surprise. And then when I got the Shuppet figure, I started doing it, and it was like, whoa, this works really well. So that's why I made the video on it. So there we go. But I did unfortunately fuse my evolution of Shuppet. Dang it, I wish I wouldn't have done that. So here we go, you guys. I got all of my figures that I unlocked yesterday, and there is my Ho-Oh! Yeah, boy! Can't believe I got that Ho-Oh! So stoked about that. Alright, so I've got one EX level, chain level, or combat level, whatever it's called, point here, and it only takes 1 point for EX levels. That's really awesome. They don't take a whole bunch of points like the common ones do, so I'm going to go ahead and add some experience here as well. I want my Ho-Oh to level up a little bit and get him ready. I haven't been using my Vigoroth, so I'm going to trade in my Vigoroth as well, fuse that dude. I basically am done with him, especially now that I have a Ho-Oh. I'm really done with him. And then I've got duplicates of that dude, I forget his name, and I've got a bunch of other ones. I had 2 of the evolution. No! I had 2 of them. No, come back. I had 2. I fused it again. That's the evolution of Shuppet. I'm fusing it again. Why, Jonno? Just look at what you're doing before you do it. Why? Oh my god, this is how I play, you guys. I just play and I'm like, whatever, I'll do whatever I want. And then I look back at my videos and I'm like, no, I can't believe I did that. It's like when I was doing my last fusion tutorial, I didn't know what to do with the gold ingots. I didn't know you could trade them in the shop for gold. So I was actually fusing them for 1 experience. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. And then I found out later that you can trade those in the shop for a lot of gold. So here's the level up, and it's actually showing me, they call it a CLv, and it's like, why don't they just say what it stands for? I wish they would just say one time what it stands for. So you can choose the attack you want to increase the damage by 1 point. So I can't do the miss, I can't do the rainbow wing, you can't do those, you can only do the white ones, and I believe you can do the gold ones as well. So it says here, like usual, if you're not sure which one to do, just hit the recommended. I decided that I wanted to do my 50 attack because I thought that would make me more well-rounded. Because let's say I go 50 versus 50, well then I'll win. But if I'm 100, most of the time my 100 is going to beat everybody. There's very few chances that it won't beat them, and it's not like the only chance it'll beat is a 100 versus a 100. Most of the time I'm going to be 100 versus something else. So I went ahead and did on my 50 to make it a more well-rounded figure. Maybe that's a bad move. You guys can tell me what you think about that in the comments. But I went ahead and did that because I thought, well, maybe I'll go 50 versus 50. It's more likely I'll hit somebody with a 50 move than with a 100 move. And if I have a 100 move and a 51 move and they have a 50, then I'll definitely be able to come out on top. So I thought that that was better. It's not that often that I see somebody that's 100 versus 100, but maybe as I get into higher leagues, I'll want to change that, you know? So that's something that I have to think about now. So I still have a lot of uncommon figures, a bunch of them that I unlocked in the booster opening yesterday. I spent a massive amount of gems, over 2,000 gems yesterday on one booster opening. It was like a 20-minute opening spree. So that was really fun, actually. I had a great time. I got 2 EX levels. You can see I've got the Ho-Oh, and then I've got the, whatever that thing is called. It's got that weird name. And that one I don't plan to use that much. It's all dark and creepy and weird looking, so I was like, nah, not so much on you. And I'm just going to use the Ho-Oh because it matches the rest of my my deck right now. My deck is mostly air. It's all a bunch of air dudes. They all have flyaway. And then Ho-Oh has the 3-star Rainbow Wing, which moves him 2 spaces away from the Pokemon he's battling. So that's like double flyaway. So that thing is awesome. Really complements my deck well, and I'm very excited about it. And I'm actually really excited I got to get the C level as well. I upgraded the C level, and it's got that 1 more damage, and I finally got to do a video where I show you guys those upgrades. So that's pretty cool. Now I do have, you see I have that 1 more right there. I've got that rare C level thing. I wish I knew what they were called. The game doesn't really do a great job of saying the name of everything in the explanations. But I do want to upgrade my Salamence, and I can only use that 1 rare on it, so there we go. And then I've got the extra figures that I can fuse as well. And I am starting to run out of gold. In fact, I'm completely out of gold. So all that I can do now is do this 1 fusion of the rare C level. And he's going to need 2 more of those to get his damage up by 1. So that's, you know, it's going to take me a while. Those are not easy to find. I rarely ever find those. And for the most part, when I do find them, I'm just hanging on to them and picking which Pokemon I want to use them for, because I had some Pokemon I was upgrading, and now I don't use them anymore. You guys saw that I fused that Vigoroth, and I was using that Vigoroth a lot. So here's the shop area where you can exchange coins. If you guys haven't found this, you really need to find this area. Make sure you're exchanging those ingots. Those ingots give you a ton of coins That's how you're going to get coins in the game. You can farm coins in the quests, but don't worry about doing that too much. I pretty much stopped doing that since I found out about these. As long as you're battling and you're opening up your boosters, you will get these ingots and you will have plenty of coins. I was able to save up 100,000 coins in just a couple of days of battling, and I did probably 5 to 10 battles per night, and I opened up all of my boosters. So if you don't have gems to open up your boosters, it may be hard to get ingots and you may want to farm the hotel quests, because I have a lot of gems and I open up my boosters, so I always have room for a new booster. And it's nice when you get the white ones that only cost 10 gems to open. I open up those, but then when you get to where it's like all gold and all rainbows, it's like, well, I can't gem those. I have to wait the day, you know? It's nice to get a rainbow because they give you way more gold than the white ones, but it's also like now I gotta wait a whole day to get that booster slot open. So there's a little bit of juggling here, and it's also kind of like gems management. If you can't buy a lot of gems like me, then you're gonna have to manage your gems really efficiently. I would say only open up the blue and the white boosters and then use the time to open up the rest of them. So let's go ahead and look at my figures. I still have not put Ho-Oh in my deck because I just was able to get him out of my messages during this video. So now I'm going to finally get him in my deck. So there we go. I was thinking really hard. I'm like, Pichu evolves into Pikachu. Pikachu is super well-rounded. I love Pikachu, but it's like, well, I'm really using the Shuppet and I'm really using the Armaldo. So Pikachu is the one who has to go. And here is my Yveltal. This thing is crazy, but it's like, I don't really want to play with it. It looks weird. I'm not that excited about it. So pretty cool to get an EX level figure, but I don't think I'll play with it. Although maybe I'll make a second deck, like with a Haunter and some other stuff, and then use it for those. But this one I'm really stoked about. I love the rainbow. I love the color. I love the way it looks. It's on the white clouds just like all my other figures are, so my deck looks all crazy like the same. And I'm also wearing the mask that matches my deck. I'm like really decked out with this whole like everything matches thing. So I'm really stoked about getting the Oh, I'm so stoked about it actually. I can't wait to play some battles with it. So it's only got 2 move spaces. If it had 3, it would be mega OP. And I'm also just checking out some of my new figures that I got unlocked. I haven't even looked at a lot of these because I was just unlocking my boosters, and now I'm actually going to go through and look at them a little bit and see what I got. Now this is cool. Rock Slide, all neighboring Pokemon spin, and they may be taken out by the Rock Slide. So that would be pretty sweet. That would actually be really sweet. It's an 80 attack. I'm not going to use it because it just doesn't fit well with my deck, but if I get to the point where Shuppet is no longer working for me at all, I may try to pull that out. Now here is Lapras. Lapras is a rare, not really that strong. It's got the 1-star Sing, and you can't evolve it, so it'll only be a 1-star attack no matter what. It's not really that strong. So here's another one, Weavile. I should have fused this one, not the Shuppet evolution. I'm still like RIP for the Shuppet evolution. I cannot believe I had 2 of those and I got rid of them. That would have been a great... Oh, I didn't even look. I wasn't even looking. That's what I do, you guys. I'm like, let's play! So anyway, RIP Shuppet evolution. I'll have to go and look and see if it's in the store, and I can just buy it with my materials because it's probably not very expensive, and I have a lot of materials saved up. Alright, you guys, that's going to be the end of my video. I am here just looking at a few more figures, but I want to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to my awesome subscribers. I hope that you found this informative, and please hit the like and subscribe if it's your first time on my channel. Thanks again, and peace!